This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so now if you observe this installation point of view, we're discussing about what we call uh, if you want to install uh, or if you want to create a particular folder in a specified path, right? So here we are unable to create any new folder. So nothing but simply we can say that new folder option is disabled. So now if you want to get that option, so generally what we are doing, so we're going with some predefined comments, right? So after that, we are able to create a new folder. But before creating a new folder, so we have discussed with some permissions as well. So I mean, read, write, and execute. And after that, we have created one directory. So that is named as Hadoop-ecosystems. So where we have created, so nothing but user local. How we have created here? Not manually by using a command base. I mean by using a predefined command called as mkdir, right? So let us summarize these points. Okay. So meanwhile, the Rama Insurance is going to join as well, and then we can continue further. Okay. So before going for Hadoop installation, first of all, assume that we need to configure or install in a specific folder or location. You can say that. So that is, what is my specific location, which I have mentioned in previous class? Nothing but user local. This is my uh, specified folder. Within this directory or within this location, just I want to create a new folder. So within that, I need to configure this Hadoop software. Okay. So, but if you observe in last class, so we are unable to create a new folder in this specific location. Okay, or we can say that we don't have permissions, or we don't have accesses, okay, to create a new directory or new folder within this specified location. Okay, so for this, so we need to undergo with some predefined commands. So then there is a chance of creating a new folder in this in this specified location. I mean user/user/local. Okay, so how to get that respective access? So now otherwise, but we don't have permissions for the above path. For the above path, in order to get permissions or accesses, in other words mentioned as a, in order to get permissions, please execute the below predefined command, that is sudo ch1 ownership, okay, hyphen or username colon group name. Okay, username colon group name. So most probably 99% what are the username in which you are creating. Okay, so if you observe in my VM, I created with the username as, so nothing but Hadoop Apache, right? So it is same as group name as well. Okay, but still if you want to know, so you can cross check. So just open your Linux terminal and type ll command. Just it is going to list all the directories and folders in that respective username. What are the username which are created? Okay, so there it is clearly mentioning some username and group name as well. Okay, if you want to know username and group name for a specific user in Ubuntu. Open Linux terminal and type a predefined command. That is, what is the predefined command here? ll. I think what it is going to list all the directories, all the folders within that respective specific user or specific username. Okay. So now if you observe my point of view, what is the username here? Username and group name sudo ch1 -r Hadoop Apache Hadoop Apache. Okay, this is the thing. And what is our path? User slash local. Okay, so then you're going to get some ownership. You are able to create a new folder. But if you observe in Linux point of view, within this each folder or what are the predefined folders we're having, each folder is having some set of permissions. Read, write, and execute as well. Okay, so now within this location, okay, so whatever the file in which you want to create, before creating, so just you need to provide the permissions as well. Okay, after getting ownership for a specific folder, if we want to create a folder or directory, we need to get permissions. That is nothing but read, write, and execute. For this, we are having a predefined command as below. What is the predefined command here? Sudo chmod. So 3 sevens. What is our path? User local. Okay. After executing the above command, so we can cross check as well. We have done already. We can cross check also. Now if you want to create a directory, okay, within this slash user slash local, so what is the predefined command here for creating a directory? So that is nothing but mkdir, right? For creating a directory, we are having a predefined command called as mkdir. Okay, so now here mkdir slash user local, what is folder which I want to create? Hadoop echo systems. That's all. Okay, now within this location, within this user local, so it is going to create a new directory with named as Hadoop ecosystems. Okay, so if you observe within my system, let me log in. So what is the location slash user slash local? So here we have created Hadoop hyphen ecosystems, right? Okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now here we need to get this Hadoop software. So how to get the Hadoop software also we have discussed, right? So next step is we need to download Hadoop software from Google. So that is, so just go to Google, first of all, go to google.com and type a keyword as Hadoop space 2.7.0 download. So and after it is navigating the a particular site, right? So within this site, so we need to download Hadoop hyphen 2.7.0 dot gz file. This file we need to download. Okay. So after downloading, right? Downloading, after downloading the respective software, we need to untar. We need to untar untar it. We need to untar it. So where that software we're having currently, if you observe, okay. So if you observe, so it is in this location, right? So let me go to this. So let me create one folder called as a surface. So just I'm creating manually, okay? So within this office, just I'm copy pasting this Hadoop hyphen 2.7.0 gz file. Okay. So now here, if you want to extract this Hadoop tar file, okay. So here instead of extracting manually, so you can go with a command based as well. Okay. So generally how we can extract is, so that is a command nothing but tar hyphen xvf. Okay, Hadoop hyphen 2.7.0 dot gz file. So like this, so we are able to extract the respective tar file. What are the tar files which are having? Not only Hadoop, what are the tar files if you want to extract? Okay. So, but if you observe, just now we have copied this. I mean Hadoop tar file in which location? So software's location. Okay. So now just I want to extract this tar file. Okay, and I want to move to a predefined. I want to move to a folder called as Hadoop hyphen ecosystems, which we created already. Okay. So how can you do that here? So if you observe my I mean terminal, Hadoop Apache at the rate of Hadoop Apache, right? So first of all, we need to go to that location softwares. So that is by using cd/user/local/softwares. Okay. So now it will now get to the respective location, means user/locals/softwares. Okay. So nothing but like this we're going to get after that tar. What is the command which I given for extracting? tar-xvf hadoop hyphen 2.7.0 dot gz file. Okay, so just I want to copy to user local. What is our folder name? Nothing but hadoop hyphen ecosystems. Hadoop hyphen ecosystems. So this is the command. Go to here. So first of all, go to cd/user/local/ cd local Hadoop ecosystems, right? Sorry, softwares, right? cd softwares. So here now, once if you type ll, right? So now within this location, I mean /user/local and /softwares, and I mean finally within this softwares folder. So we are having this respect to Hadoop software. Okay, .gz file. So now we need to extract. Okay, I mean we need to extract this respective software and we need to copy to Hadoop ecosystems, right? So for this, what is the command? tar-xvf Hadoop hyphen 2.7.0 gz file. Okay, hyphen c /user/local/ Hadoop hyphen ecosystems. You just click on enter here. So it is extracting. See here, it is extracting directly. Okay, it will take some time meanwhile, but if you observe, it is extracting here. Okay, so it is extracted as well. So this is the respective folder. Okay, so what is the meaning of that respective command? So within that location, right? So we are having this Hadoop software. Just try to extract and try to copy whatever the extracted file into this respective location. Okay, so within the same location also we're having a software is there if you observe. Okay, this is the top file. Okay, just we are turning to the Linux operating system. Within this software location, we're having this respective folder. Try to extract. Okay, so it will not extract any new folder here. Okay, will extract automatically at backend and try to copy that respective folder into this respective location. Okay, so is the command is fine, all of you? What are the command which I have executed? Any doubts? Command history means this one, you mean? Switch command you want? This is the command. Type history you want. I mean, you also want a tar command, right? That is the reason I showed. You want this one? Okay, fine. So now let me open the batch.rc file. So gedit tilde slash dot batch.rc. If you want to open the batch.rc file. So if you observe at the end of the file, so I mean previous classes we have installed the Java and we have configured within this .batch.rc file, right? If you observe. Same way, so now we have done this, I mean not Hadoop installation here. We have done only, we have downloaded the software and we have extracted, that's it, within a specific location, I mean specific folder, Hadoop Python ecosystems. So now here we need to tell to the operating system where exactly this software is pointing or where exactly this software is located. So these things we need to update to the Linux operating system. So here how can we update? Okay, so in which location our software is located? Okay, by using this .batch.rc file. By using the .batch.rc file, so we can tell to the Ubuntu operating system or Linux operating system where exactly our software is located. Okay, we don't have any other communication because first of all, if you want to utilize any software, it has to recognize by operating system only. Then only we can utilize. Otherwise, it is difficult to utilize. Okay, or not difficult. We are unable to utilize that respective software. First of all, it has to recognize by OS. Okay, so now here we're having some set of predefined comments. Sorry, not comments here. Set of piece of code. So Hadoop. So that thing here I'm already having. So if you observe here Hadoop home, this is nothing but where exactly our software is located. So this is the respective folder, right? So same for Hadoop prefix. And here we're having some, I mean in Hadoop 2.x, we're having some new concept called as a AND. So that is the reason this couple of codes as well, this piece of code. Okay. And here where exactly our libraries belongs. Okay. For this is the respective location. And this within these libraries, right, we're having so many things. So inbuilt we're having Java libraries as well for all these things. So OS has to recognize, that is the reason we're giving this respective paths. Okay, and finally anyway path variable is common. This is environment variable. This is common for any software. Okay, so if you observe this piece of code, it is majorly for where exactly our libraries is pointing. Libraries is pointing means Hadoop point of view only. Okay, within this Hadoop, if you observe this folder, so these are the .xml files. This is a different thing. But if you observe here, see here, this is library folder. Okay, we're having NAT2 libraries. Okay, this thing also, if you observe NAT2 somewhere will be there. You see, this is NAT2. Okay, so like this, we are telling to the Linux operating system or for Ubuntu. Okay, so after that, just try to save it. Click on save and close this file and close the, sorry, exit the terminal as well and try to reopen it once again. So if you want to cross check, so whether the .batch.rc file is having the same path or not. Here same path or not means where exactly our Hadoop software is pointed. So here in our, if you observe with Hadoop, where exactly we're having Hadoop? I mean Hadoop software, users slash users slash local slash Hadoop ecosystems. Within that we're having a Hadoop software, right? So nothing but whether it is the same location which you have configured in the .batch.rc file or not, even we can cross check as well. Okay, so that is nothing but echo dollar underscore sorry echo.
This conference will now be recorded.
So this is a predefined command. So by using this, we can cross check .batch RC file is having the same path or not. I mean, where exactly our Hadoop software is extracted. Okay. So within that location, do we have Hadoop software or not? Or whatever the location which have configured in the .batch RC file, whether it is having the same path or not, just we can cross check by using this predefined command. If you observe, so this is the respective path. In this path only we have extracted. This is the same path in which we have configured in our .batch.rc file as well. Okay. So after that, what we need to do? See here. So if you observe this slash etc slash Hadoop, we are having some .xml files which are the predefined files here. So one is core-site.xml, and one more thing is hdfs-site.xml, hadoop-env.sh. Okay. Mm, yarn-site.xml, right? One more thing is mapred-site.xml. So if you don't have mapred-site.xml, just try to copy this one and try to paste it here. So rename it mapred-site.xml. That's it. Okay. So nothing but now, if you observe these XML files, which is having empty configuration. Okay, these XML files which is having empty configuration, we need to configure with some what we call, we need to configure with some predefined piece of code. Okay, or with some piece of code we need to configure. Okay, so and we will discuss this core fnc.xml. What is important is all these things in a couple of sessions, but let me copy this all these necessary things which is having already. Something is okay. So now if you have the core fnc.xml, so these are the predefined piece of code. Okay, so we're having a property. So fs dot default dot name, and this is the uh, location. This is the predefined port for this HDFS. Okay, this is code. I mean core fnc.xml. So just copy this one, and here just try to paste this one. Okay, close this core fnc.xml. And what is the next XML? hrefs-site.xml. So hrefs-site.xml, it is mainly for replication. Okay, we have discussed initially this replication factor, right? So here I have taken replication factor as 1. Okay, within a single system, even if you are maintaining 3 replication pattern, so there is no use of that, right? Because even my that system down, even if I'm making some 3 replication, so I was unable to use that respect to blocks, whatever it was, which is divided by Hadoop, right? So that is the reason. So here I'm having only single system, so I'm going with replication factor as a only 1. Okay, so now just copy this one. System is slow. Okay. So now if you observe dfs dot name node dot name dot dir and even dfs dot data node dot data dot dir. Okay. So nothing but these are the I mean whenever once if you have configured this Hadoop and while starting this Hadoop start hyphen all dot sh, which is a predefined command if you want to start the Hadoop, and after that I mean, it is going to display some predefined process names, nothing but name node, secondary name node, job tracker, task tracker, these things. What are the daemons or what are the process names we're having within this Hadoop? So this data node and name node, so also it is going to generate some data so that all the data it is going to store in this respective location. So if you want to change, so you can change as well. It depends upon it is a customized thing only. Because if you observe within this user local, we have created Hadoop Python ecosystems. Within that, I am creating a folder called as yarn-data. Okay, within that HDFS name node and as well as a data node. If you observe within my location, so what is the location we are giving here? Hadoop Python ecosystems, right? So do we have any folder here first of all? But I want to create yarn-data and within that yarn-data, I mean yarn underscore data, we want to create one more folder called as HDFS. Within that, we're having two folders. One is name node and data node. Currently, if you observe clearly, so we don't have any folders at this point of time. Once if you start the Hadoop, so definitely this, I mean, we're going to get this location physically. Okay, so just try to save it. etc Hadoop. So here one more thing is Hadoop env.sh. So just we need to configure the Java path. That is the only thing which we need to do here. So what is our Java path? If you observe, this is the Java path in which I have configured in batch.c file. Just save it and close this file. This is map.fn site.xml, which is related to this MapReduce framework. We'll discuss this as well. So now try to open this mapred-site.xml and try to paste it here. That's all. So close this file. And here we're having one more last thing, I think. Yeah, -site.xml. I don't know whether it is copied perfectly or not. Basically, it is having two names. One is this is the one, okay, and this is okay. Most probably it is okay. So once if you have done with this, I mean this XMLs, right? So almost we have installed this Hadoop. Okay, almost we have done with this installation part related to Hadoop software. Okay, so because these XML files are only very important when compared to the many things, whatever thing which are having. But here we're having one more redefined command. So that thing is here we have configured these XML files, whatever thing which we're having. But here we need to get this HDFS file system as well. I mean Hadoop distributed file system, because HDFS is a part of a Hadoop. Okay, that is not only that is not only concept. We're having some couple of concepts as well. HDFS, MapReduce, big hive. We're having so many things is there. But whenever, once if you have configured Hadoop in your uh, Oracle virtual machine or Ubuntu operating system, so then we're going to get a default concepts. So once if you have configured Hadoop software successfully, so that is one is HDFS and one more thing is a MapReduce here. Okay. So now even if you can check the, let me write it here. After the .xml file configurations are done, we can cross check it whether Hadoop is, it is partially only installed, okay, not yet completely, okay, installed or not, installed or not by using a predefined command called as Hadoop space hyphen version. Okay, just try to execute this command. I think Hadoop version, that's it. Okay, so generally, I think if it is currently, I think we are at Ubuntu 8.0 something, right? So if it is 7.0, 16.0, this is the command. So maybe they have updated this OS as well, right? Because whenever they're giving the new feature, so many updates they're going to give. So this is the command. Okay. So now if you observe this, this is the version what we have configured. So Hadoop space 2.7.0. Okay, it is from Apache organization. So now here just try to make it as Hadoop version. So is the concept is fine now? Any doubts?
This conference will now be recorded.
Is there any difference between Apache Hadoop and Cloudera? So difference is, So majorly here, what are the installations we are doing? So if you observe this Apache Hadoop point of view, so these installations we don't have in Cloudera point of view. That is a one thing. Means it is a customized software. Okay, what is happening in our IT market is, so if you observe this Apache is a open source organization. So in my point of view, right, in my point of view, so without this organization, no company will exist. Okay, without this organization, no company will exist. Means what are the companies, whether we're having a broad-based companies or project-based companies, what are the companies we're having? Okay, because what is the reason here? Okay, so for this organization, so many companies they're providing the funding. So many, not only single company, so many companies. Okay, like Google, Amazon, and Facebook, eBay, top product-based companies, they are providing the investments on this organization. Okay, so why they are giving the so much of investments? Reason is every product-based companies, okay, they're going to face some problem on one day. So for suppose if you observe the Google point of view, right? So in 2025, just assume, okay, 2025, I am going to get uh, 1 GB of data per day. 1 GB of data per day. Okay, not per month. Just assume 1 GB of data per day. Nothing but 1000 petabytes. Right? 1 GB is 1000 petabytes. So first question from Google is how can I store this data? Second thing is how to process. First of all, we need to store irrespective of type of data, and next only we are able to process. Right? These two things, these are the two challenges what Google is going to face. Okay, so currently we're at 2018, right? Same way in 2010 or maybe some 2000 around 8 or 7 like this. So Google is thinking, right? So for suppose in 2020, so this much I'm getting some 10 petabyte of data per day. Okay, so how can I store and how can I process? So just Google released a paper called as a GFS. Okay, Google released not GFS exactly. Google released one white paper first of all. So just they're going to assume and then going to release some white paper which is open source, and it's I mean Google itself they provide some they have thinking that so we need to go with some file systems concept GFS map reduce. So Google is having a file system called as a GFS Google file system and map reduce. Some basic information they have presented in paper. That's it. Okay. So this is the initial paper what came from Google, and after that this paper is went to Yahoo and Yahoo Data Labs because within the Yahoo they're having some data labs. So many things is there. So most of the companies they're having a particular domain called as a data labs. If you observe the Paytm is also having one website called as a Paytm Labs. I think you may not hear. Let me cross check. I think Paytm Labs or Paytm Data Labs. Yes, Paytm Labs. So if you observe this company, right? So it is not located in India. Okay, it is located only in US. What is the reason? Okay, so most of you know already. So we are having a Silicon Valley which is having so many of startups, so many of group of companies. If Facebook is implementing some high concept, immediately one more company is going to implement high without any reason. Why means Facebook is implementing. That is the only reason, right? So now here Paytm Labs main concept is, main theme is just it need to improve look and feel and improve the performance of paytm.com or paytmmall.com. Some websites use the Paytm, right? So they're having a couple of too much of strong in technical and so much of R&D team within this Paytm Labs. Okay, so finally they need to implement these upcoming technologies. So Paytm, just assume that now it is they have developed by using Java, .NET, maybe some different technologies. Okay, so now how can we integrate this data science or artificial intelligence, IoT? So how can we integrate these upcoming technologies or machine learning, right? Which is upcoming technology, not upcoming technology, it is already booming. So how can we integrate this machine learning, these technologies with Paytm? Okay, so these all thing will happen with this Paytm Labs. So like this, every company is having their own labs. Okay, generally they will call as a data labs basically. So like that, I mean this person Doc Cutting, who is the inventor of Hadoop. So he has done so much of R&D, so much of things, and who is the inventor of Hadoop framework finally. Okay, so and Doc Cutting has finally, this is a framework which is designed by Doc Cutting from Yahoo initially, and they have tested so many scenarios, which is having a cluster with 1,000 machines. Okay, like that, and finally they have got. I mean, they want to, if a particular software has to make. I mean, what are the software which is invented by some person, right? So they want to make as open source, or they can make it as a what we call paid as well. It depends upon so many set of rules. I also don't know exactly. And finally, he donated that Hadoop software to Apache organization, which is a open source and which is currently maintained by Apache people only. So now 2.x, and even they want to release some 3.x version as well. Whatever the limitations we are facing in Hadoop 1.x, that limitations it is going to overcome, and it will go for Hadoop 2.x. In Hadoop 2.x also, still we are going to face some problems or some limitations, disadvantages. So it will be rectified in 3.x. So many versions will be going on in future as well. Okay, finally they need to make that Hadoop product as a stable, and what are the features we want. Even they can include so many new features as well, based upon the every release, what are the release they want. Okay, so now here, now it is belongs to Apache, right? Finally, so for doing this product, I mean for doing this Hadoop software, right? So these many peoples, I mean these many product-based company they invested, right? So each and every month they need to provide the salaries for these whoever the people working on Apache. Apache will not provide, okay? Definitely these people, whoever investment is happening from that companies only. So different R&D teams, different developers, each and every employee is going to get the salary. That is a one more way. And most probably it is Hadoop Apache itself. I mean, not Hadoop Apache, Apache organization itself. They're having some 200 products, I mean 200 softwares like Hadoop, Apache Flink. Okay, so Apache Zipline. So many softwares is there. I mean, so many products is there. Okay, each and every product is having some. I mean, they're facing some problem, so they need to handle it. Okay, so Google is published something, right? So in 2020, I was not able to store and not able to handle. 2008 itself, it is thinking by Google. So then this organization, they're doing some R&Ds, and finally they have got a solution called as a Hadoop. Okay, so for suppose I was unable to store the streaming data. Okay, means for suppose if you observe the stocks, immediately it is a within the fraction of second stocks is going to change. Definitely they're going to generate huge amount of logs at backend. Immediately I need to store. So how can I store it? We don't have any solution, or we don't have any software, right? So we can store it by using Apache Spark. So like this, we're having so many problems is there. So whenever if you're doing some uh, whenever if you are utilizing something, so stocks, stock markets, so many things is there. These are the real-time data, 24 cross 7, Facebook, WhatsApp, 24 cross 7, how they need to store, how they need to analyze. Technology point of view, technical point of view, if you just imagine, so you're going to get some sometimes we don't know what they're doing exactly backend, but finally they're satisfying the each and every user. So WhatsApp. So if you are not, if you are sending some message now, it is reaching at evening means we are not satisfied, right? Definitely we're going to, I mean, we're going to delete the software and delete the WhatsApp. We're going for other thing. So like that competition is there. So just you need to imagine only data, how much amount of data they need to store, they need to store, they need to store. Huge amount of data they're storing here. Okay, finally they're processing by using a n number of tools. Okay, so that is nothing but Apache. And if you observe now, I told you already, Doc Cutting, who is the inventor of Hadoop, right? So now he started with couple of persons, nothing but a Cloudera. Cloudera. Okay, what the Cloudera is going to do is, so if you observe Apache Hadoop, so we are configuring each and everything from scratch, right? Here you no need to configure or you no need to install anything. They will provide a software of Cloudera. Okay, they will. We need to download this Cloudera software. Once if we install, so how we are installing the VLC media player, same way you can install this Cloudera. So automatically we are having this Hadoop, Hive, this all these things. It is automatically will be there. Just we need to click on start. We click on stop. We're having start and stop buttons will be there. If you start a particular button, so that software is going to start automatically at back end. Okay, but even though if you are downloading this one. Okay, so for suppose if you're downloading this Cloudera CDH, okay, Cloudera Development Hadoop CDH means Cloudera Development Hadoop. Even if you're downloading now, okay, so we are not able to get a complete thing, a complete UI of Cloudera. But if you observe the Cloudera images, see here, I think this is not clear. This is clear, I hope. Not. See here. So now here if you're having some HDFS, Hive, Hue, Impala, right? So just you need to click on right click on HDFS and they're having a see here drop down we're having, right? Here we're having a start and stop buttons will be there. So now if you start this HDFS, so it will be start automatically at the back end. But even if you're downloading this Cloudera, so this type of UI we're not able to get it. Okay, if you want to get this type of UI, so we need to definitely we need to go with this license, this Cloudera Hotworks. So they are giving the open source means they are giving only partial, I mean partial software only, not complete software. So if you want to get this type of UI, we need to go for enterprise. We need to pay the, I mean we need to pay some money to Cloudera or Hotworks. Then only we're going to get this type of UI. Okay, so everything here. So once you start the HDFS, it is going to give this complete analysis of HDFS. So how much CPU, how much time it is taking. Okay, within this, I mean, if you observe within this HDFS, right? So it is giving each and everything end to end, pin to pin. I mean, each and every minute, each and every seconds. So within couple of days, how was the performance? Each and everything is going to give. Okay, in the Cloudera, same as Hotworks as well. Okay, but look and feel is different. Only Florida hot notes difference is one look and feel is different, but the concept is same. They want to they customize the software, so we don't have any installation part. So, but end user they need to give each and everything. So see here, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, like this each and every seconds also it will display the graphs. Okay, complete because whenever if you go with a cluster, right, it is a group of machines, right? So within that group of machines, so we don't know which machine is down, which machine is active. So for suppose for some unknown reasons, so this machine is performing not well. Okay, what we need to do. So these all activities we no need to worry, but admin will take care. But the problem is once if you go with a physical cluster, so Apache Hadoop point of view, we know we're unable to know each and every I mean each and every machine performance or each and every machine activities, what are the activities is going on. But we can I mean we can it is simplified by Cloudera and Hortonworks. So once you install this Cloudera, right? So as a admin point of view, it is going to get complete, I mean, activity or complete analysis of the particular systems. What are the systems which are having within this cluster? Okay, that is the only advantage compared to Cloudera and Hortonworks. Okay, so is your doubt is clarified? Something. Whoever pinged me, is the doubt is clarified? Any doubts? This zookeeper, nothing but if you go with this HBase point of view, not only HBase, so many softwares. So it is a somewhat we can call as an interface or a mediator. If a client want to communicate with HBase, so directly client was unable to communicate with HBase software or HBase, whatever the HBase once if you install the HBase. Okay, so within that HBase we're having uh, some amount of data is there. So if a client want to communicate with HBase means, so it was, I mean, the request, whatever the request which is getting from client, it was not able to go directly to HBase. Between this client and HBase, we need to configure one more software called as a zookeeper. Okay, then only there is a chance of getting the data based upon the client request. Okay, so not only HBase here, for I mean zookeeper point of view, it is a so I mean zookeeper is not only utilized for HBase, it can be used for what we call some different data tools. I mean different big data tools like Storm. One is a one more tool. Okay, so many tools is there. Not only Storm. If you type some zookeeper use cases, see it is used in Kafka as well. Okay, so many things is there. So majorly what I know is, so it is an interface for a different softwares like Apache Kafka and Apache HBase. Okay. Uh, Basically I know two, but so many tools is there. It is interface for, but it is not showing completely, but it is a so many interface. Okay. Kafka. Kafka is moving now. Okay, fine. Any doubts? Anybody? Okay. I hope your doubts are fine, all of you. So now here, after configuring these XML files, right? And also we need to check Hadoop daemons are running or not. So please see as below. So name node, data node, secondary name node, resource manager, and node manager. Okay, if you observe Hadoop 1.x, so basically we're having job tracker and task tracker. Okay, but in Hadoop 2.x, so these process names are replaced with this resource manager and node manager. Okay, we will discuss these things. Okay, 1.x and 2.x daemons whenever I'm discussing. So now just go to, I mean, now we need to go to terminal. So if you want to start the Hadoop, type a predefined command called as start-all.sh. Okay, and even now if you want to stop as well, same. If you want to stop all the Hadoop daemons, we are having a predefined command called as stop-all.sh. Okay, so first of all, try to start the Hadoop. Start-all.sh. Here, so localhost SSH connect to. Sorry.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now here, if you observe some localhost SSH connect to host localhost port 22 connection refuse. Okay, so here also we have got some this type of message, right? Okay. So if you observe in my VM point of view, it is a localhost, right? So, but if you observe this name node, some data node, what are the daemons which are given? So these things we can take it as an servers. Okay, I mean not it is not a completely server. So generally if you observe some enterprise softwares, maybe some Oracle or SQL server, right? So once if you log in this Oracle, once if you type something, right, we're going to get the, for suppose seller shop from employee, so we're getting some data. But before that, so whenever if you create this Oracle instance, okay, Oracle connection, so it need to connect with server. Oracle server will be in some different location. Okay, then only that Oracle software is going to work it, right? Or even some SQL server as well. So here also same thing. Okay, so manually we have downloaded this Hadoop software, Hadoop software, and we have done so much of process. But this name node, this data node, second name node, these all this nothing but it is a predefined. They're having a predefined ports already. If you observe the Apache Tomcat, what is a predefined port? 8080, which is it is a defined, it is a predefined port for Apache. Even you can change it as well in somewhere in some XML files. So he also named it also data node. These each and every daemon they're having their own customized ports, not customized, sorry, their own predefined ports here. Okay, now as a local, as a we are at local host, right? So if you want to connect that daemons, what are the daemons we're having, right? So we need to go with some what we call SSH installation. We need to configure some SSH server, these all these things. Okay, once if you configure this SSH server, so then our system, if you take as a local system, right, this system is going to communicate with these different daemons. So that is the reason we're getting this error. Okay, is it fine, all of you? What are the things which I have explained you? Why we're getting this one? So generally, if you observe in my previous classes, okay, not previous classes. So here we're having some, I have made it as a single batch, right? So if you go with 6 to 7 a.m. students, right? Already we have done this. 95% we have done the installation as well. Okay, but we did not get this type of error. Not error exactly. This type of message we did not get. If you observe. So what is the reason is, so continuously I'm uninstalling this Oracle VM and continuously I'm uninstalling and again installing, right? So this is the thing. It is already recognized. This I mean, this system is it is already recognized by Hadoop software, not Hadoop software here. The system is already recognized by this whatever the predefined daemons of Hadoop. Okay, that is the reason every time it is getting some different errors. At last time, okay, while summarizing some node point, so we are unable to get this daemons once if we start the Hadoop, but we have got some daemons. Reason is actually we know we if you go with a fresh installation in a single in a laptop, what are the laptops which you're having? I mean, just assume that first time you are configuring the Hadoop software in your laptop means definitely whatever the points which I have summarized you, okay, that points will be is a 100% valid, but some points it is not valid in my system is so many times I'm uninstalling, I'm installing. That is the reason it is already recognized by this predefined daemons or the daemons we're having, or Hadoop software is also recognizing easily. Okay, that is the only thing. So now if you want to know this I mean, now if you want to know whether these daemons are running or not, so we can cross check by using a predefined command called as a JPS. See here, I mentioned how many daemons? I think five demons, right? But it is displaying only one demon. It's displaying only one demon. So reason is, so one of the reason is, right? So here, first of all, we did not executed a one more predefined command called as Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. Okay, once if you execute that respective command on the existing file system, here we are already having a Linux file system with Ubuntu flavor, right? So on top of that, we are going to get a one more file system called as an HDFS, which I've explained you already. So now till now we don't have any HDFS file system. That is the reason I'm telling you Hadoop is partially installed. Why I'm telling you Hadoop is partially installed here? This is the reason. So now if you want to get a one more file system on top of existing file system, right? Already existing file system we're having is Linux. On top of that, if you want to get some HDFS file system, we need to execute a predefined command called as Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. Okay. And before that, try to stop all these daemons. And if you observe here, generally while starting and while stopping, it need to ask the password. If you observe, I mean, some of the students they're having some knowledge. Okay, maybe some they're having some idea whenever I'm taking the classes for them. Okay, so generally if you start the Hadoop and stop the Hadoop, so for each and every daemon while starting and while stopping, it is going to ask the password. Definitely it will need to ask, but it is not asking for. Okay, so you need to provide the password as well, and even you can get the passwordless feature. I mean, for each and every daemon, okay, while starting while stopping, if it is asking the password means, so you can disable that passwordless feature as well. If you want to get some passwordless feature, or if you want to disable this password whenever the daemons are running, or whenever the daemon if you are starting and stopping, so we can do it as well. Okay, so before that, let us summarize these points. Note: after executing the start command of Hadoop, so that is start all.sh, we can cross check whether Hadoop is started or not. That is by using a predefined command called as JPS Java process names or Java process status. Okay, which I explained already. Okay, so what are the process which I have told you, right? So only one difference is, so whenever if you're going with first time installation on your respective laptops, so definitely you are not able to get this type of message, and for each and every daemon it is going to ask the password. That is sure. Okay. So after starting, so if you want to know whether these process names are running or not, just type this command, and finally just try to stop it. Definitely you're not able to find some demons here. Okay, so then what we need to do? Surely we are unable to find the Hadoop demons. Reason is we need to execute a predefined command called as Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. Okay, Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. Okay, so now importance of Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. Till now we are having only Linux file system, Ubuntu flavor. Okay, now on top of the Ubuntu file system, we need to create a one more file system called as HDFS or HDFS file system. Okay, so for this we are using the above predefined command. Okay, so just try to execute that command first of all. Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. Okay, it has executed. Once again start the Hadoop. Still we are not able to find because we are getting this message. But if anybody are doing parallelly, I mean whether you are doing the installation parallelly, any of you? Nobody? Okay, otherwise if you want to solve this error, okay, so first of all everybody got it right. So why we are getting this type of message? Everybody got this point which I have explained you already. All of you, why we are getting this message? Is it fine? Is it fine? What are the explanation which I have provided you? If not, please let me know so that we can discuss one more time. What about remaining? Is it fine or any confusion? Okay, so if I mean once whenever if you're going with through these recordings, right? So if you're not getting some point, so definitely please drop your mail so that we can discuss. Okay, at any time. So now, if you want to solve what are the messages which I have got it, okay, which I have shown you. If you want to solve this type of, I mean this type of messages, right? So we need to configure this SSH, I mean secure shell. After that, we need to install secure shell. That is by using predefined sorry, command as below. Before that, we need to switch user. That is by using a predefined command called as su means its user. What is our username? Hadoop Apache. Okay. So then we need to execute this predefined command here. What is the command? Sudo apt -get install open ssh server open ssh client. Okay, this is the predefined command. Sudo apt -get install open ssh server open ssh client. Provide the password. Okay, try to start the Hadoop once again. Yes. See here, now it is asking the password, right? See here, name node, second name node, data node, resource manager, and node manager. So we have got some message, right? So it was unable to communicate with these daemons. Okay, that is the reason we have installed this SSH server. I mean, we need to install it secure shell, or we can call it as some server as well. Okay, it depends upon our communication only. Okay, so that is the reason we have installed that one. So our message, what are the message? Some local host connection is diffused, right? So that message is we don't have that type of message. It has now is communicating with that respective daemons. Okay, and if you observe, these daemons are displayed as well. And if you observe here, somewhere, what we call, see, we're having some and data, history of s, data node, and name, okay, which have configured in our .xml files. Okay, and even if you are while stopping the Hadoop as well, so it is going to ask the password. So here now no processes are running. Okay, so what is our doubt? Somebody is asking some doubts. What is the doubt? JPS, you mean to say what is JPS? So I will provide all the configurables, don't worry. What is JPS, Rakesh? You have typed something. Okay, okay. So today maybe some disturbance maybe happen from my end. Okay, so maybe some thought point. Okay, that is the reason. Maybe some disturbance you have got it. So if that is the case, so sorry from my end. Okay, so and one more thing is, please let me know tomorrow's class timings. Okay. Uh, I hope this installation is fine, and what are the XML files which I have configured. These all these things I will upload in our drive, what are the drives which are accessing daily, and you can do through installation. And this passwordless, right? For suppose here, if you while starting and while stopping, each and every daemon is asking the password, right? Now, if you want to get some passwordless feature, so definitely we will do that, and we need to go with some key generations and some different things and some different concept as well. So we'll go through that as well tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow beginning we're going to done with this installation, all these things completely, and and after that, we'll go with this OOPS concept as well. So today we don't have time to discuss this interface. So tomorrow we'll discuss this remaining concept as well. Okay, that's all today. Thank you all of you.